Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Now today I got a really good video for y'all. Today I'm going to show you how we could do what the Rockefeller do. Now if you're familiar with the Rockefeller family, you will know that John D. Rockefeller actually was the first billionaire in the world, and he made his money through the oil industry. But however, even though he made his money through the oil industry, the way he was able to transfer his wealth was through life insurance and a trust. Life insurance and trust. Now, I'm not going to talk too much about trust because I'm going to mainly focus on life insurance because that's my area of expertise. But I just want to give you that information. They use a combination of life insurance and trust to protect and grow their wealth. Now, why would they do that? Why? Couple reasons. For life insurance, first of all, when you put money into a life insurance, you're always going to get more than what you put in a permanent policy specifically, right? So when you put money in there, you're going to get more money in terms of cash value and death benefit than you put in, right? So you're always going to win in the long run, always, right? So, and you're going to be safe. So the term for that is aleatory. There's no equal exchange in value. So what you put in, you're gonna get a lot more than what you put in. So it's not equal. You're not paying this amount and getting that same value of that. You're gonna get more value than you put in. Okay, and it's safe. So safety is another reason. Now, am I saying that you shouldn't invest and into riskier things? No, but we should always have a safe place where the money is going to grow for safely. We should always have that in our portfolio, right? A safe place where the money is going to grow safely, where we're not worried about losing anything. So they did it for that reason, that it's not an equal exchange of value. They're going to get a lot more than they put in. It's safe. Taxes, they're going to save in taxes, so they're protecting their wealth by not paying too much taxes. So, right? And privacy as well with the trust. The trust is not public information, it's private. So whatever is going on today, people don't even know how wealthy they are, their true wealth, because it's all within trust, right? So these are reasons why they would do a system like that. It's a system, right? They set up a system like that. How did they do it? Right? So even though they made their money through the oil industry, it's not about how much money you make. That's what we've learned, right? We've learned it's about keeping that money and keeping it going, right? So how do you keep it and get even wealthier? They've used this system, right? So they start and they put life insurance in each generation, right? They utilize life insurance, right? For these reasons I explained over here, for each generation. So they put life insurance in there. When they die, then the money transferred to the heirs, and the same thing happened. Now, each generation is going to get more and more and more and more, and each time, the next generation is starting out from a much advanced position than the previous generation started, right? So, let's say they started from $1 million, and they know they're going to have 3 or 4 million, and the next generation is going to have 12 million. You know what I mean? It keeps going and it keeps snowballing until it compounds and compounds and becomes a monster. So that's how they're able to pass down the wealth generation after generation through life insurance, tax-free, because the death benefit is tax-free. So they're protecting their assets. So asset protection. This is a way to also protect your asset, right? By putting it inside of a trust and utilizing life insurance as the vehicle that's going to generate that cash, right? So that's what they're doing. Now, they're not following a lot of wealth transfer like a lot of families. For example, the Vanderbilt family were one of the wealthiest family in America as well, and there's nothing to really show for their wealth now because they did it the way where you pass on to that person and that person get their share, that person get their share, that person get their share. Now the problem with that is it's not in a system for the money to keep growing, right? And if their relationship with money is to spend it, it's going to spend. So they spend the money, give it away, all that kind of stuff, and the money, the wealth disappears. How many people you know that won the lottery and within 5 years they're broke? That's because they don't have a system to put that money into for it to continue to grow. And with money, if you don't put it into a system to continue to grow, it doesn't matter how much it is, it's going to run out. So that's what the Rockefellers did. Instead of having entitlement, giving their children entitlement where, oh, you get your share and you get your share. No, I want to protect this wealth so it lasts for generations. So put it in a trust, all right? Put it in a trust, and now the family could have access to the money in the trust, but they're not entitled to it. So if they wanted to start a business forever, for example, hey, I need $1 million to start my business. You bring it to the family and the board of directors of the trust, check it out. They give you the money. You have to pay that back. You go use it, make your money, keep your profits, pay it back. So the money is going back into the system. Now they call this a family banking system. They don't even have to use the bank, right? They got their own bank over here. So it's a family banking system. So the money is funneling back into the trust so it can continue to grow, and each generation is adding more with life insurance as well. So again, just to recap, right? They're setting up the system for these reasons, right? The safety, the tax advantage, privacy, protect their assets, and for the money not to run out. They want to keep the wealth through generations. They're passing it down to each generation getting life insurance, and it just keeps snowballing and compounding and getting bigger, right? And it doesn't run out because anytime you borrow from it, it's going to pay right back. It's going right back, right? It's not going to be like other families that pass money on, and now the heirs felt entitled to have money that was created by their father or mother, and that money disappears because of spending and giving it away and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully that made sense to you guys, where you can see how they were able to utilize the life insurance in combination with a trust to put more money into it for generations and passing it on, and mainly having the family have access to it but are not entitled to it. So the money is always going back into the trust to continue to grow and compound. Now, I touch on this and a lot more in my book, Get Your Life Together, which I wrote in June of this year. You can get your copy. I'm going to put the link below where you can get your copy. Really easy read. You can read it in a weekend if you want. Easy to understand language, so you understand it, right? Now, if you find the content very valuable and informative, you got to let me know by giving me a like, right? Give me a like so I can know if the content is helping, so I can give more content, right? Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and hit the notification bell so that you're notified whenever I drop the next video, and share it with someone that you think could use the information, right? Share it. Now, if you have any question, if there's anything that I've talked about or mentioned that wasn't so clear, make sure that you leave me a comment and leave me that question in the comment section, and I'll be sure to answer it for you. Until next time, I'll talk to you soon.